Go get you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Artorias of the Abyss, the downloadable content expansion pack scenario world thing for Dark Souls, the one and only original Dark Souls. So, I am now wearing my snickering top hat, which we got from our good friend Chester, who we in no way murdered to steal his very dapper yet slightly sinister and creepy hat. I went ahead and made a brief detour and upgraded it to a snickering top hat plus 5, which is as high as it goes. It used Twinkling Titanite. And, yeah, so we're going to be wearing this. It's a bit lighter than the giant yellow creepy monstrosity of the Xanthus crown that I was wearing earlier. And a bit lighter, a bit less defense, but all in all, it's not bad. I kind of enjoy it. And then you'll have to pardon me, there was a one of those glowing twinkling titanite lizards right around here that I killed. I started the recording, but apparently I wasn't actually recording when I was doing this, and this is about how far I made it before I had to turn around and start over. So, twinkling titanite lizard, like right here. I think the goal is, like, if you chase it, it leads you into, I don't know if you can see those glowing red eyes in the background there, but here's one of them. It's these jokers again. And there are a whole heck of a lot of them back there, including the slender one who's casting a spell at me right there. Yep. Yeah, so welcome to They Are Now Even Creepier Than They Were Previously. Oh, and they hit really hard. Oh, we're off to a lovely start, aren't we? I hate this area. This area is really, really rough. Just visibility is poor. There are a few items in the game that generate light. There's a sorcery, I believe, that generates light, and there's a hat that you can wear, and you can get a lantern that you can hold in your hand. I don't think they work here. I don't think they counteract the actual abyss itself, which is kind of what we're headed down into. Oh no, not you again. Okay, I'm okay so long as I don't actually get hit by any of these enemies. And I want to stay out of the range of that sorcerer if possible. This part is really, like, even more dangerous than everything else we've gone through so far, because the enemies come in large groups, as you may have noticed. Oh boy. Okay, just get away from that. I think I missed my opportunity to attack. That's okay. They come in large groups, so we're going to fight lots of sorcerers all at the same time, and lots of these melee enemies also. And it's just bad news bears. Like, this is just going to be rough. Luckily, all of that was just to come over here and get the Dark Bead spell, so we don't have to actually fight through those enemies ever again. The game has a few of these little prism stones on the ground here, just kind of indicating, like, oh yeah, like, come look at me, I'm sparkly. Oh, and also, this is your path down, so get ready, because you're going to be going down. And also, you may want some prism stones of your own if you want to leave a little trail behind. Follow it. I do not care for any such thing. You can see there's going to be a few more. Where was that one? Just saw you. There's one. That might be one over there on the right, too. I don't know how well these are going to show up on YouTube. Something down at the bottom there? Yeah. This just sucks. Everything about this area sucks. The final boss sucks. Everything we got to fight in between sucks. Those down there, those really suck. That's going to be interesting, how well we get through there. I think I could even drop down here. I don't know that I want to. Oh. And I usually have a pyromancy or two when I come in here. Spells are generally a pretty good thing to use in here. Yeah, so those are all enemies. As I've kind of talked about a little bit as we've gone through here, and as we've seen in some item descriptions and whatnot, a lot of the abyss, a lot of the dark sorceries and the chaos and just everything going on here are due to like humanity going out of control, I believe is the terms that they use. And this is maybe a result or a side effect or a cause or something, but this is related to it. It's basically humanity as an enemy. And I'm going out of my way to just try to pick off one or two at a time. The issue with this is that, like humanity, the sprite itself, these are very ephemeral creatures, and using my shield actually is pointless. They can just kind of clip through you and do damage like that. They don't do a ton of damage on their own, but it adds up very, very quickly, very significantly. And that's their only real attack, so far as I recall. The super large ones might actually have some other attacks. Actually, I think the amount of damage that they do is proportional to their size. So I think the larger ones are going to do more damage to us. But yeah, this is just really rough for melee characters. And then the larger ones are also going to have a bit more HP. I do recall that. Okay, I can still one-shot you, though, so that's good. Since attacks aren't really a thing to worry about here, I'm going to swap out my wolf ring for the covetous gold serpent ring. And I'm actually going to consume a couple of humanities, I suppose. We'll just go for 2. That's all I feel like wagering right now. We can get humanity from killing these things. They can drop it. They can also drop twin humanities pretty gosh darn rarely, but it can happen. So this would be a good place to restock on humanity, if we are given the opportunity to do so, which I'm hoping we are. Oh good, something shooting spells at me. That is also just what I needed. Yeah, jump attacks are really key here, or any sort of attack with range, so like halberds and things will be super useful in here. Halberds, spears, any sort of, like katanas maybe. My axe has decent range though, so I'm okay with this. Thrusting would be good, so like the Gravelord sword would be pretty awesome here. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's where you are. Okay. I'm gonna run all the way back up here and heal real quick. Okay. Sorcerer concerns me. Oh, yes, you followed me. That's awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. Come on. Nope, come here. I won't hurt you. Clementine might, but I won't. Okie dokie. Are we having fun yet? This area does have some hidden walls, or illusionary walls, I guess. Not hidden. We can see them. They are walls. One down there is guarding an item. We'll have to keep that in mind. See if we can find our way down there. Oh yes, and then we... Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, this area sucks. Have I mentioned that yet? This area just sucks. There are also a few other nasty little tricks this place will pull on us. Like that. Which was kind of intentional. So there's the spirit of Alvina. I'd like to think that she is kind of reaching out to us, calling out to us through time. If you recall, Alvina, the cat, the Forest Covenant, one of their main purposes was to protect the grave of Artorias, along with Sif the wolf. It could also be argued that maybe Alvina was trying to protect Sif the wolf. So I think that's her spirit from our time kind of calling out to us. That's just conjecture. I don't know if that's actually what's really happening. Okay. Apparently that one didn't want to fight me. Not that I blame it. Is there an illusionary wall over here? I forget. I feel like there is one over here somewhere. Although I'm apparently mistaken. Oh well, we shall see what's over in this direction. I mean, it's fairly obvious to see what's over here. It's more of these stupid humanity things. I'd really love it if you would actually drop some humanity. That would just be the best. These? There we go. Look at that. Got a humanity. That's Alvina again, right up there. She's meowing. Oh, that's a big one. That would have hurt. You gotta be really careful with your jump attacks. I know this weapon really well, so I know my ranges fairly well with it. It's entirely possible to do a jump attack and jump right through the enemy, taking a whole bunch of damage. So it's just to be aware of. And then luckily there's this message here. Thank you, illusionary wall. This is what Alvina was pointing us towards last time. And what do we have here? Other than more humanity creatures. There's something glowing up there on the left. Let's kill a few of these creatures and we'll see what. Oh, don't back up. What are you doing? See, there, that's what I was talking about. You can just jump right through them if you're not careful. Oh man, these big ones hurt a lot. Yeah, this room in particular is what I'm remembering from having to fight these big ones. But these are the ones that drop the twin humanities, which is really awesome. Yeah, so all in all, this is a decent place to just kind of rest at the bonfire and farm up and keep farming these enemies, killing them over and over again. So there, that was Sif, laying there with a sword in some sort of weird circle of protection. Cleansing Great Shield. We are going to check that out immediately. I have the Great Shield of Artorias right now. Cleansing Great Shield. Where would you be? The steel Great Shield used by Knight Artorias, who succumbed to the Abyss. Artorias, deeply scarred by the Abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, its magic defense remains high. So yes, 80% across the board, 70% for lightning, decent stability, it's fairly light. So this is kind of the original form of Artorias' Great Shield. So I think it's kind of hinted at that the reason Artorias succumbed to the Abyss, the reason he was taken over and became a zombie, I guess, I don't know what he was because he used his shield rather than to protect himself. He used it to form the barrier and protect Sif. So that was very noble. Kind of a cool little thing there. And there's an interesting effect that this will actually have on the game. If we had come here and done the DLC stuff first before going and fighting Sif. Sif is a required boss, but it's only required for you to go through the forest and fight Sif before fighting the Four Kings. I'm just taking this up so that it's active, by the way. Man, look at that smile. Ugh. If you come here and you rescue Sif like that before going and fighting Sif in our time, in modern times, then you will actually get a different cutscene that introduces Sif. That starting cutscene where Sif, like, is up on the gravestone and then grabs the sword and starts swinging it at you, that whole thing has an extra little bit. It's different, where Sif actually recognizes you from here. It's really neat. It's fairly touching. There is a chance... No, there's not a chance. I would have to, like, finish this and then play through the entire game all over again to go get that cutscene, including the DLC. Oof. That would either be a new game or it'd be on New Game Plus, and that would be rough. Okay, and I don't think there's anything back over here in the Sif room. I would love to be human for where we're going next. However, there's a very good chance that I'm going to die in here and end up back at a bonfire anyway. So I'm not going to worry about going back up and turning human. Just going to kind of let that happen naturally, as I'm sure it will. What is this? I don't know my way through here super well. Humanity. I actually think this is where that sorcerer was that was shooting at us earlier. I think he, or she dropped down here and then came chasing after us. Because I believe that we have to run past them or find something to do about this creature if we die. Because that right there, that's all lit up, has 3 of the glowing stones on it and an orange message. That's where we're supposed to go. That's kind of our critical path here. Naturally, I'm exploring everything else first. Is there something down below? I feel like I could probably do a drop attack here. I could. I wouldn't hit anything, though. Alright, more of these stupid big ones. It's so weird to be fighting humanity. Like, that's just a weird thing. It's nice to be getting all the humanity, though. That's really cool. Oh, not what I wanted. Okay. Phew. Here. I don't think there's any point to this message being here. We're gonna go and just drop a prism stone to see. Yep, that shriek means death. So... nothing there. Ooh, black flame. Is that a pyromancy? Holy cow, I forgot that there were pyromancies. Yeah, black flame, pyromancy. A pyromancy discovered from the dark of the abyss by a pyromancer who wandered into Ulasil. Conjure a great black flame in one's palm. Black flames are weighty and inflict physical damage, enough to smack away the mightiest of shields. Yeah, again, these black spells, these dark spells, are really good for PvP. They do a crap ton of poise damage. And people really do use them a lot in PvP. Okay, so the question now is, do I go get my Estus flasks and become human? well, let's just work our way down and see what happens. If I recall correctly, we're going to get partway down, and there's going to be sorcerers shooting things at us from the sides, maybe. I might just be making that up. Ready to fall? Yes, it's super dangerous. You don't want to fall off. That should be kind of obvious. There we go. More humanity. Look at that. Try happiness. Yeah, so there's our fog wall. That is where the boss will be. Is this the place that I want to go, maybe? You little jerks again. Look at that, though. We're getting so much humanity. That's ridiculous. I don't know if I actually wanted to come back this way. I did. Ha, item. White Titanite slab. Pretty fantastic if I was using divine or occult weapons. I am not, so I don't really care. Still good to have, I guess. More humanity? Good grief. We're getting so much humanity here. Praise the sun. Soul of a hero. That's not bad. Need danger zone. Need soldier. Be wary of bravery. Yeah, that's an enormous fog wall. So I think I'm actually gonna not go through there. Sadly. There is an NPC that we could summon here at this boss fight to assist us. And I don't think... Oh man, this is just a really tough boss fight in here. It's another one of the really aggressive bosses, I believe. I seem to recall having trouble with this one. I don't know, I could be mistaken. I think I think he's another really aggressive monster who just kind of keeps wearing us down. I think that's the issue that I have in here. I would like to summon the NPC. I would like to have those 8 or as close to 20 Estus flasks as I can get. I'd like to get all those back. That would be nice. So I think after that, after all that exploration and everything, I'm just going to homeward bone right back. Because we don't have to go out of our way to go kill all those nasty little Ulasil minions, and we don't have to go rescue Sif or any of that stuff. We got all that taken care of. So we can bypass a good portion of what's going on in there. It's really not that bad to get through there. So yes, I'm going to wrap things up here. We're going to be dapper and human, that creepy mask on, and next time we're going to work our way back down there and fight the boss. So thank you all for joining me, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.